at Gillette Stadium. Ashland is the Super Bowl champion of Division VI and the winner of the Aganis Trophy.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ashland Boys Hockey on WACA-TV, your exclusive home for Ashland High School sports. Tonight's MIAA Division IV Elite 8 playoff matchup features the top-seeded Winthrop Vikings against your 24-seed Ashland Clockers. I'm Josh Abrams, and joining me above center ice at Stoneham Arena is Pete Clay.
Hey, how are you this evening?
Good, Pete. I got to tell you, if you told me at the beginning of the season, heck, a week ago, that the Clockers would be playing in an Elite 8 game, I'd have questioned your sanity.
Well, you should question my sanity anyway, but I agree with you completely. This was highly unexpected.
Yep. Here we are with a chance to knock off a #1 seed and move on to the Division IV semifinals against Dover Sherborne on Saturday. They won earlier today against Sandwich 2-1. We are underway. Clockers win the draw, dump into the offensive zone. Winthrop scorches back to grab it. Still loose behind the net. It's Jack Grimes, first man on the scene there, and the Winthrop tries to clear, but not out. Grimes had to stick on it for a moment. So did Ryan Abkunis. A little collision there in the zone. Winthrop comes out. Big miss center ice hit by Dean Reap.
Looks like they're just trying to get their skates under them for a little bit, get caught up. A little bit of nerves probably running through their bodies here right now.
Okay, puck cleared to center ice, controlled by the Vikings. Dumped at the blue line and cleared out there by Jake Brown. Clockers already doing quick line changes here as Grant Reap, fresh on the ice, picks it up in the defensive zone, but it's turned over. Here comes Winthrop with an opportunity. Shot, score! Wow, a quick goal by the Vikings and a 1-0 lead.
Very quick goal. A little turnover, a little lackadaisical on the defense there. I think they just got a little calm down there. They got to get more aggressive.
Absolutely, Pete. Again, this is a David and Goliath according to the rankings, right? 24-seeded Ashland against the #1 Winthrop Vikings. And Winthrop draws first blood. Just 14:07 to go in the first period. Winthrop up 1-0.
I think that was number 12, if I recall.
I was kind of hoping they were going to announce it. We'll see what happens there. Clockers in control in their own zone, able to clear it out to center ice. Winthrop regroups. Good forechecking there by Tim Dwayne. Puck squirts loose and down into the Clocker end around the net. Dan Kelly with it, works it up to center ice and out. Nick Connors takes a shot as he tried to field it. Clockers dump in as that was Dwayne dumping in and going quickly to the bench for the change. Again, good forechecking by the Clockers, but the puck squirts all the way down deep into their own zone.
That gives them a chance to change up a little bit here. They are doing some quick changes here. I think they're just trying to get some legs going.
And from what I saw in the pregame skate, Pete, I mean, this Vikings team is fast. A lot of speed on this team, and the Clockers are going to be struggling to keep up with them all night. Kelly regroups in his own end. Kept in by the Vikings, and here we go. Another opportunity for them. Shot in front. Couldn't find the man right in front of the net. Back to the point. Shot goes wide, short side. Gathered in by the Clocker defense and just winged out to center ice and all the way down.
That's going to be icing if, well, they waved it off.
Yeah, they're going to play it. So here comes Winthrop. Quickly up to center ice. Turned over and again, just a loose puck here at center ice. The two teams, neither one can really get control. And finally, the Clockers dump in from the red line. Oliver Leroux. Another quick line change here for the Clockers. Winthrop tries to catch him napping, and here's an opportunity.
Boy, they are
quick. Get a shot. Moriarty,
nice
great
save by
job.
Moriarty.
Took the angle out. Winthrop
and he got his
the puck.
pad save there. It was beautiful.
Clockers scrambling a little bit here. Can't get a hold of the puck. And finally, Reap tries to throw it out, but kept in at the point.
This is a fast Winthrop team. They are on top of everything.
Okay, that one gets cleared out of the zone as it looked like Bradica took a shot to the face. No call. Reap has it. Passes behind the net to Dean Reap. Puck is loose and then squirts out to center ice. Grimes plays it ahead. First man in is going to be Ryan Abkunis, trying to forecheck, but Winthrop just again too fast here. Punches it out of the zone and a cross ice pass. Vikings gain the zone, unable to do anything with it, fanning on the shot. And there's a missed pass to Grimes. Still no icing call.
Yep.
So play continues here with just under 11 and a half to go in the first period. Great attempt by Dan Abkunis to block a clearing pass there.
Number 6, Rob Rich, was racing down that side, came across, got a nice shot on Moriarty's chain. Got to cover it up here for a little bit.
Okay, so Moriarty, yep, smartly freezes the play. Clockers win the draw. Bradica up ahead on the near side. Cleared but not out.
Nick Connors just missed pass on that.
So dangerous with this Winthrop team. I mean, if you're going to clear, make sure you clear.
Yep.
Cross-ice pass here by the Vikings and out. They move the puck so well. Puck loose at center ice. Maybe a break here, trying to get to it in time. Step too late, but onto a Clocker stick. That was Dan Abkunis for a moment, and here comes Winthrop. They've got a 2-on-2 at center ice. Shot! Never reached the net. Second attempt, no good. Moriarty freezes the puck. I was watching a little battle behind the net there between, not sure who that was for the Clockers. 14 maybe? Tim Duane?
It could have been Tim Duane, yeah.
There's a little extracurricular activity going on there behind the net. But a defensive zone face-off here for the Clockers. Far dot. Liam Fitzsimons was on the draw. Winthrop was able to draw back to the point for a quick shot. Moriarty ate it up. So another face-off from the same spot. Clockers a little more aggressive on that one. Win the draw. Winthrop just back so quickly. There's nothing. The Clockers couldn't even gain the blue line there.
Killian tried to bring it in. It just got broken up.
Okay, Grant Reap passing to the blue line. As that player that was like Painter got tied up.
That was a big hit by Phil Boncourt.
Crowd reacted. Jake Brown hitting the ice hard.
Yeah, they get some big boys on this team.
Mm-hmm. Clocker still not able to clear this one, and Winthrop with an opportunity. Going to dance right on in on Moriarty. Look behind him. Never a good sign. You never see a goaltender look behind.
It popped right up and over in between his pads. He did the right move to get it covered, but he just lost eyesight on it.
Okay, so far, I mean, Clockers are very aggressive in the first minute or two of this period, but then Winthrop banged home a goal, and it's been all Vikings ever since.
Well, it's a confidence thing. And Winthrop's coming out here with a little bit more confidence. A little more speed, a little more size. And they're just going to...
Quick shot on goal. Moriarty made the save, but couldn't control the rebound, and Winthrop just pouncing on every loose puck so far. Here come the Clockers. It's a dangerous long pass. Grimes able to knock a stick on it, but not able to control, and Winthrop already back at center ice. They've got a 2-on-2, an open man on the far wing. Drop pass. Good coverage there. Here's a shot from nowhere. Turned into a pass, actually. A centering pass that didn't find anybody, and the Clockers able to clear the puck to center ice and deeper into the Winthrop zone. Just such a quick transition for this Winthrop team, already back on offense. Quick pass behind the net to nobody. Reap able to gather, dump it out to center ice. Tried to catch the Vikings on the line change.
On the ice.
You got it, Pete. Good call there. That puck got played right in front of the Winthrop bench in the middle of a line change. So nice break there for the Clockers as the clock stops here with 8:58 to go in the first period. Clockers down 1-0. Oh, a 2-minute penalty.
Yeah, that'll be a 2-minute penalty for too many men on the ice.
Wow, I thought that was just a stoppage.
No.
So a huge break for the Clockers. 2-minute power play and an offensive zone faceoff here with 8:58 to go.
And let's see if they can capitalize. It looks like
Abkunis is going to take the draw for the Clockers. He's paired with Jake Brown, and it appears to be Dean Reap. Clockers control the draw for a moment. Winthrop knocks it out all the way out of the rink. It's going to be another offensive zone faceoff here for the Clockers. Just 4 seconds come off the clock on that 2-minute power play.
Give it another whirl here.
So same unit on the ice.
He's looking to face it back to Reap was in the back. Same play.
Okay, so Dan Kelly out on defense for the Clockers, not able to hold the puck in at the point. Clockers regroup in their own zone. Dean Reap with a head of steam working his way up to Kunis, throws the puck in on net, and goaltender eye high makes the easy save. Mike Donahue is the goalie for the Vikings.
I'm not sure that was what he was looking to do, but it did give them a chance to get some fresh legs out there, unfortunately, for the defense, but we'll see what happens here.
Okay. So Ryan Abkunis again taking the draw. He's got Oliver Leroux on his right now and Dan Kelly on the left. Wins the draw, trying to drop it back, but it goes into the corner instead. Winthrop there first, can't clear. Now they do, all the way down. Minute and a half to go on the Clocker power play as Dan Kelly picks up the puck behind his own net.
Trying to get a little head of steam here.
He got met at the blue line, and the puck got shot right back in on Moriarty, who was forced to stop the puck, to freeze the puck.
Yeah, they're pushing, bringing all men up, trying to get something going on offense here.
This Winthrop team is just so big, and they're holding the blue line. It's almost impossible for these Clockers to see any clear ice. You know, I'm thinking maybe if they can get the puck, just dump it into the zone from inside the red line, and try and get past these big bodies. But so far, they have not really been able to penetrate or have any kind of consistency in the offensive zone tonight. Here's another turnover at center ice. Clockers regain. Reap gets it across. Nick Connors dumps into the corner. That's Liam Fitzsimon's first man in. Winthrop rides him right off and dumps the length of the ice. 45 seconds and counting on the Clocker power play as Moriarty sets up here for Alex Dinsdale.
And they have not gotten much going here, but let's see, we got some more time here.
Dinsdale skates up to the red line, dumps in and out of play.
I think it'll be outside the blue line here, the face-off. Or are they going to put it at center ice?
Yeah, it's an interesting call because I thought it deflected off a defensive stick. And I don't know if it deflected up into the ceiling. Again, Pete, that was something we were talking about in pregame.
Yeah, the ceiling is low.
Very low ceiling here in Stoneham, and I just don't know what the call is when the puck hits it. Clockers win this draw. Dinsdale pulls back and then dumps further along to Grimes, pushes it all the way down behind the net. Winthrop there to clear it. And Clocker was late getting to the blue line, can't keep it in. That was Reap. Gets it ahead now to Grimes. Grimes puts it right into the body, one of these big Winthrop bodies. Winthrop controls, throws it right back in on Moriarty, who steers it aside. 10 seconds and counting now on the power play for the Clockers. Grimes at the blue line. Fans on getting it across, now dumps in ahead to Tim Duane. And again, Winthrop quick to answer and throw it right back out. Gathering behind his net is Jake Brown.
And that is the end of that power play.
Yep, team's back to even strength. We're under 7 minutes to go in the first period. Clockers down 1-0. Here, Winthrop just lost a blade there, couldn't control.
Sometimes refer to that blowing a tire.
That's right. Clockers trying to get control for it. They do for a moment behind the net. It squeaks out here on the near side.
They
Big
are physical.
check.
They are a physical team.
It was Tim Duane again on the receiving end of a punishing body check. This puck gets thrown right in on Donahue, steers it aside to the far corner. Just over 6 minutes to go in the period, and here comes Winthrop. Quickly ahead, through the seam. Dan Kelly smartly grabs hold of that puck and gets it out of harm's way, but Winthrop still controls the offensive zone. Now the Clockers can finally catch their breath for a moment. We're able to clear the zone. Misfire to Painter. Winthrop dumps it right back out to center ice. Kelly is under heavy pressure here. Some good back forechecking here by Winthrop as the puck just squirts along to the far boards. Winthrop has control behind the net, looking to center. Knocked aside nicely there by Abkunis. Fitzsimons, you're right.
Yep.
Here comes Leroux with a head of speed. Tries to stick handle around, heads to the corner. Can't get an open man, and again, just these Winthrop players are just swarming the ice right now. The Clockers have no time to react, no time to set anything up. As Grant Reap gathers behind his own net. 5:15 to go in the first period. Throws it over to Leroux.
They're doing a good job on defense here. They're just having a really tough time penetrating anything here.
Yeah, that one defensive lapse that led to that early Winthrop goal is really stinging right now.
It is.
And here come the Vikings at center ice, 2-on-2.
Offsides.
That one last deke. It's always that last one that gets you, right, Pete?
Yeah, we'll take it, though. Not to be a homer, but we'll take it.
Absolutely. So
we can be.
Right. If you're here to root for Winthrop, you are on the wrong broadcast. Neutral zone faceoff, controlled by Winthrop. Okay, Clocker was lining up for a big old check that just never materialized. That was Jake Brown. Puck is loose behind the Winthrop net. Throws it out to the far boards and out to center ice all the way down into the Ashland zone. And again, hustling back, Jake Brown, fully aware of all that speed on the Winthrop team. Puck is kept in, momentarily at least, now fed ahead to the blue line. And here come the Clockers at center ice. It's Dean Reap make it. Quick shot on net.
Nice play. Nice attempt by Dean Reap. He's just trying to make something happen. That was a great play.
Nice job of really turning on the Jets once he gained the blue line, able to get around the defender and get a shot on net. But Donahue, the goaltender, had the angle and right into the breadbasket. 4:24 to go in the first period. Clockers down 1-0 with a neutral zone, an offensive zone faceoff. Clockers won the draw. Quick shot on net, just wide. That was Ryan Abkunis. They were able to draw it to him right in the middle of the slot, but he couldn't connect there. Clockers with two of their best chances of the night back to back there. Still down 1-0 with under 4:15 to go in the first period. Winthrop trying to get in the blue line. Nice stick check there.
That was a great poke check there.
Winthrop, again, quick passes. Dumped in here. A little extra shove there by Jake Brown. No
nothing.
call there.
That was nothing.
Dean Reap just passed right to a Winthrop player at the blue line who didn't see it, fortunately. Puck squirts ahead, and now Winthrop quickly in transition. Both teams in line changes. The puck goes behind the net. Clockers regain. They're going to be able to gain the blue line, no problem. Long pass ahead to center ice, but two Clockers and right next to each other. Winthrop able to defend that one pretty easily. Knocked back into the Winthrop zone. Clockers had to clear, and here come the Vikings, dumping in from center ice. Moriarty, I thought he had an easy glove catch, and it deflected off the glove, off the mask, and fortunately into the corner.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of weight in here, and it might have been lost that puck a little bit. That was a tricky spot to miss that.
Clockers play so many games at Loring Arena.
Nice save by Moriarty. What a great play. He came out and broke that up.
Absolutely.
That was almost a 3-on-1, and he came out and made the absolute perfect play you could make.
Well, again, I mean, what do they always say, right? The best thing to have is a hot goaltender.
Yep.
And the Clockers certainly have had that through the first two games of the MIAA Division IV playoffs. Upsetting both Medway and
Martha's Vineyard.
Thank you, Martha's Vineyard. A nice little trip to the Cape over the weekend.
I'm glad I didn't go. I don't mind going there, but
it's a long way to go.
Yeah, it's a long way to go for a hockey game. No offense to all those families listening.
Oh, look at that! Quick goal.
Quick goal off the face-off.
Winthrop.
I believe that was number 20, Pete Silverman.
He's leading the cheers there going across the bench, so we'll give him that goal.
He just picked the corner right off the face-off. There's not much you can do on that.
So Clockers suddenly find themselves in a 2-goal deficit. Here's a shot on net. Just trickles wide.
Fitzsimons just missed him 5-hole there.
That would have been a tremendous goal for the Clockers after just having given up the second goal of the night. Another quick shot on Donahue. Goes wide, short side. Clockers can't control. It's loose behind the net. Clockers now swarming a bit, showing a little energy after giving up that second goal.
Well, they're playing well. They shouldn't be disturbed here. There's a couple of quick shots that went in, and they're playing a good game. They're not being overpowered. They're not being, they're playing well. We just hope they can keep their heads on right now.
Totally agree. So 2:34 to go in the first period. Clockers down 2-0, but they're getting an offensive zone faceoff after Winthrop shot the puck over the glass and into the netting. Reap loses the draw there at the dot. Winthrop throws it all the way around the net and clears all the way up to center ice. And here they come across the blue line, trying to get a shot off. There it is, number 20 again, Silverman.
Yep.
Moriarty makes the save. The puck kicks out to center ice, but Winthrop turns it right back around. Clockers can't find Grimes cutting there at the blue line. Puck's going to go all the way down. We're getting an icing call with 2:10.
We're going to get an icing on that one. Yep.
2:10 to go in the first period. Clockers down 2-0 in Elite 8 action here. Division 4 hockey. Your Ashland Clockers taking on the top-seeded Winthrop Vikings. Silverman taking the draw for Winthrop. He's everywhere right now. Clockers win this draw but can't control. Now they do. Puck is still not out on the forced along the near boards here. Centering attempt gets knocked aside. Reap first man to it. Nice pass ahead to Grimes, but he's all by himself, 1-on-2. Dumps in from center ice, following his own shot, I guess you can call it. Clockers can't keep it in, and we get a little shot there by Grimes. No call, not expected.
A little frustration probably, but that's okay. It's hockey.
Okay, Dan Abkunis intercepts that pass. Clockers able to dump in, but Winthrop right back out. And here they go at center ice. Centering pass knocked aside by the defense. Terrific play there.
Cross ice pass, trying to break something in here.
Okay, dump in. Connors will go further in. Ref just saw that Clocker, that was Abkunis, take an extra shot. Ref saw it and did nothing with it.
Yep.
Clockers in a line change, got to be careful, almost too many men. Now the bodies are really starting to fly in this last minute or so of the period. Clockers trying to show they're not going to be intimidated here on ice in Stoneham. Moriarty out of position. Winthrop not able to connect. Here's a terrific cross-ice pass. They can't connect on it. Goes off a defender and out of the rink. 48.4 seconds to go on a defensive zone faceoff coming up here for the Clockers.
Well, we're going to have to see what kind of game these refs want to have in the second and third period. They're going to have to buckle down and getting out a little chippy and getting a little hand.
They're going to have to start calling something if they want to settle this thing down.
Yep.
Late line change here by Winthrop with 48.4 seconds to go. Clockers win the draw. Again, that's how the Vikings scored their second goal. Just a quick one right off the draw from the point. Even strength. Pass ahead now to LaRoe. Right wing. Gets across the blue line. Dumps it ahead. Good centering pass, but nobody there to receive it as Painter goes in deeper to try and grab it. Clockers keep it in at the point, but Winthrop intercepts. 25 seconds to go now. Puck at center ice and into the Ashland zone. And right back out into the Winthrop zone. Fitzsimon's forechecking, trying to make something happen here. 10 seconds to go in the period. Winthrop throws it out over the blue line, and that should just about do it. Oh, one last charge, less than 5 seconds. Can't get the shot off. We did. Well, like a determined announcer jinxed there, but Clockers escape it. Showing a little frustration here as they skate off.
Zamboni.
Okay, there you go. So, we're going to take a quick break here for first intermission. Clockers down 2-0 to the Winthrop Vikings here on WACA-TV. We'll see you back here for second period action. And welcome back to WACA coverage of Ashland boys hockey. I'm Josh Abrams, joined by Peter Clay. Second period action about to get underway here from Stoneham Arena as your Ashland Clockers are battling the number 1 seeded Division 4 Winthrop Vikings.
This is holding up to the billing. Winthrop is a pretty solid team, fast, big, taking good hits. They've got some put together plays that they've been playing a while. They're looking good out there.
You'd say a number 1 ranking is well earned. Clockers trying to slay another giant here tonight. They've already gone through Medway and Martha's Vineyard on their route here in the MIAA Division 4 playoffs. Clockers force a turnover here, but can't control as the puck goes all the way down deep into the Winthrop zone. Great effort there by Dean Reap, winding it around the boards, kept in there and knocked on his bum. Got to keep it clean for the audience. Clocker still had it for a moment in control, but now here come the
offsides.
No wonder he was so open. Vikings a little jumpy there. Get called for the offsides. Clockers catch a break. 14:32 to go in the second period. Clockers down 2-0, but showing good energy here in the opening minute or so of the second period.
They get a face-off outside the blue line.
Dean Reeve up, make that, I saw the wrong number. Ryan Apkunis doing the honors there for the Clockers. They win the draw. Cross ice pass to Dinsdale on defense. Clears it out, was trying to find Reeve, couldn't connect. Play broken up and dumped back into the Ashland end, gathered in by Dan Kelly behind his own net. Vikings in a full line change, and here come the Clockers. Reeve dancing at the blue line. Can't quite gain the red line, turned over. Back to the Clockers. Dinsdale forces it head over the blue line and into the Winthrop zone. Grimes forechecking here, but Winthrop knocks it out to center ice. They've got numbers if they hurry. Into the near corner, dumped there. Clockers regain, can't clear it. Still working along the near boards.
Able to poke it out.
Dumped right back in by the Vikings. Looked like Dinsdale had to make a quick play there and able to get it ahead. Going to be all the way behind the Winthrop end. Left aside on the far boards. Big hit there. Crowd didn't like it, but Grant Reeve, that was a clean hit. Knocked him off his feet. Clockers storming like crazy, throwing the body around, trying to make something happen. Definitely spending a little more time in the Winthrop end than they did in the first period. Dan Kelly with the puck at the red line. Just a little too far ahead for Connors. Goes all the way into the corner. Winthrop controls. And they're going to step out to the blue line. Quick pass here, 2-on-2. Grant Reeve gets back there to get rid of it, but only forces it up the far boards. Here's a shot on net. Moriarty at the save. Another shot goes just wide long side. Clocker just getting ridden into the boards there, right in front of the Winthrop student section. Puck's still loose behind the net.
Fitzsimons.
There's Fitzsimons. Yep. Up ahead, but turned over and kept in by Winthrop. Gotta tell you, Pete, every time I say Winthrop, I want to say Winthrop. Our old friends there from Trading Places, Valentine and Winthrop. But it's Winthrop, the Vikings. It's the Clockers' opponent here tonight, under 12.5 to go in the second period here on WACA-TV. Winthrop with an opportunity. Shot, score! That was a tough angle. I don't know how he put it in there, but he beat Moriarty on the far post. It's going to be 3-0 here.
Number 20 again.
Yeah, he's leading the charge. They're not announcing goals, so we're going to have to assume he's the guy.
As the fans try to throw all three hats on there, I guess that's a hat trick apparently.
Guess he has all three.
I'm missing something, but
well, we never got who scored the first goal. So Clockers win the draw here. Quick shot on Donahue, and he didn't see it. He hit his pad and then trickled wide, and Clockers couldn't pounce on it fast enough. Here comes Winthrop again at center ice. Shot!
Clocker save.
Yeah, Moriarty saw that shot the whole way, and right now the Vikings are just cycling. Another shot right in front, score!
Yeah, the defense is being flat-foot right now. This is not good.
Okay, this one we're going to say is going to be credited to number 16, Mike Holgerson. And suddenly it's a 4-0 deficit here for the Clockers with just under 12 minutes to go in the second period. So Clockers up until now, they've been the Cinderella story, Pete, but I know there's plenty of game time left, but I'm starting to wonder if the clock's about to strike midnight on this Cinderella story.
It just might be. This is a tough team. I've watched a lot of hockey in my day, and this is one of the better teams I've seen put together. They're passing, everything is clean.
Yep, speed, size, just completely dominating pace of play here throughout the game. Clockers right now are just operating on a very thin margin of error.
Yep.
Like, it seems like any mistake, Winthrop is right there to pounce on it and make them pay for it. Dan Kelly gets ridden off the puck here. Clocker's able to clear. It's going to go all the way down. We're going to get an icing call.
We are. We're going to probably see quite a bit of this right now. They're just going to try to cool the Jets, get them off their guard a little bit. They're coming out hot. You got to go and just kind of clear these pucks out. Winthrop, it'll settle down Winthrop a little bit, hopefully.
Absolutely. So again, I mean, this Clocker team, kind of a tale of two cities in the regular season, just 4 wins, but here in the playoffs, they've been finding the magic. They've been riding what up till now has been a very hot goaltender in Moriarty, as they went right through Medway and Martha's Vineyard on their road to the finals. But right now they're down 4-0 in the Elite Eight competition against the Winthrop Vikings. Just over 11 minutes to go now. Clockers trying to get out of the zone. Winthrop holds in at the point. A wild shot hits the net behind the net. The net behind the net above the glass. Going to bring that one out to neutral ice. 11:01 to go. Clockers down 4-0. I stand corrected. They're bringing it back down into the dot.
Yeah, no, I think it was covered up by Shane.
Oh, okay. As you mentioned earlier, a lot of white here in this arena. It's hard to find the puck sometimes. Tim Dwayne on the faceoff for the Clockers. Winthrop controlled for a moment. Dinsdale couldn't get it past the first man, and Dan Kelly trying to clean it up. Kept in at the point, thrown right back on net, short side, wide. Dinsdale again with it, lifts it up to center ice, tries to hit Connors in mid-step, doesn't quite reach. Clockers trying to make something happen here at neutral ice. Dinsdale pinched in, but Winthrop able to throw it into the opposite corner. Dan Kelly now coming out from behind his net in hot pursuit and doesn't clear the zone. Vikings force the turnover. They got the puck on the far boards. Second attempt not out, shot uncontested. Moriarty makes the save and bails out his defense with 10:18 to go in the second period. Clockers down 4-0.
We've got the tale of two games right now. This this second period has been a different game, and you've seen Winthrop kind of elevate their game a little bit, and Ashland's coming out a little flat. So let's hope they can find something here.
Yeah, again, I mean, that first minute or two of play, the Clockers are very aggressive, throwing the body, seeming like first to the puck every time. But all of a sudden, Winthrop scored 2 in the first and then 2 very quick ones here in the second. It's 4-0. 10 minutes to go now. Winthrop dumps another one in, wide to the long side, covered up at the point, dumped right back in behind the net. Braddock will be first man in on the near boards, pushes it ahead and out. Winthrop dumps it right back in. Full line change here for the Vikings. The Clockers can't take advantage. Very slow getting it out of their own zone and can't clear. Another turnover here. Right in on Moriarty, and he's going to have to just freeze it as the Clockers continue to struggle defensively, just getting the puck out of the zone. The Vikings, again, #1 seed, finished the season at 17-3-2.
That's an impressive record. I'm curious who they lost to. Maybe they played some other division teams, but they clearly should be the #1 seed right now.
Yeah, I mean,
based on what I'm watching.
They did wrap up their regular season with 3 wins. And here in the Division 4 tournament, they beat Tri-County Regional 9-2 and Hudson 6-1. The winner of tonight's game will face Dover Sherborne on Saturday and head to the Final Four.
And I think that's a Dover Sherborne Weston collaborative team, if I recall. It's not just Dover Sherborne, but what do I know?
That's a lot of letters to put on the front of the jersey.
That is. I think they've run out of real estate.
Vikings almost keep it into the point, throw it right back in, delay offsides call here. Grimes cross ice pass for the Clockers. Clockers just dump it out to center ice. Good forechecking there by Grimes. Well, both teams looking just a little bit discombobulated at the moment. Grimes right at the blue line, shot high over the top of the net. Puck loose in the corner, tried to center it.
One of their first shots on net in quite some time.
Absolutely. Here's Dan Kelly zigzagging at the blue line, looking for an opening. Throws it to a heavily guarded Ryan Abkunis. And here comes Winthrop, 4-on-2. Centering pass is good. Moriarty comes way out, takes out the player, and makes the save. And that Viking player very slow to get up.
That was a clean play by Shane.
Yeah, I mean, he did what he had to do. There was no choice there. So 8:26 to go. Clockers down 4-0. Vikings making another one of these late line changes. Dwayne will take the face-off here for the Clockers. He's got Reap on one side, Dan Abkunis on the other. Puck is right at the skates of several players, gets out to center ice. Clockers forechecking now. That's Dwayne leading the way. Vikings get it out to center ice. Clockers try to play it. Might be a hand pass, and is.
It was, yep.
So clock stops here with 8:10 to go.
Ashland defense is hustling out there right now. This is a tough team to keep up with. That's why you're seeing so many changes on the ice here, with especially on the defensive. Usually you see it on the offensive side. We're seeing a lot of quick changes on the defense.
Dwayne was tied up for a moment, but able to get a stick down and force it out to center ice and all the way down behind the goal line. Winthrop with a head of steam trying to come out with this. So good forechecking there, but all for naught. Clockers control their own blue line now. Back and forth, Bradica now with the puck. Quick back pass to Kelly. To Brown make it. Puck gets all the way down behind the net. Winthrop will play it. Looking for the pass. Had a man for a moment, but now they... It's happening
nice
too
play.
fast to keep up with.
That was a nice play by Dan Kelly to get that back out of there.
Yep.
That was a hustle play.
Kelly will track this one down behind Moriarty as the clock ticks down under 7:25 to go in the second period. Clockers down 4-0. Kelly carries himself out to center ice, gets stripped, and here's another turnover. Good defensive play there by Garcia to knock it aside, at least slow things down a little bit. Again, this Viking team just so difficult to slow down. Speed, size, and...
This is their top line right here.
Okay. Yep, Silverman's out there now, circling. Right in the corner, centering pass. No, go back to the point. Seriously, it looks like the Vikings are on a power play right now, the way they're moving the puck. 6:54 to go as the clock stops on the outage.
Yeah, it hit the ceiling. Shocker. That play probably would have kept going in most arenas.
Sure. Really hope this Clocker hockey team is getting some frequent flyer miles. All these long trips between that trip to the Vineyard over the weekend and now all the way down here to Stoneham and rush hour traffic.
Thank goodness they have a private jet.
Is that why we don't have a dome?
That is why.
I was wondering.
Yep.
Okay, back to the point for Winthrop. Dump behind the net. Reap tries to make a play there. Bradica's also trying to double team. Shot from nowhere. From the poor angle, Moriarty able to eat this one up, and again, a lot of large bodies there in the crease.
Again, I'm not quite sure what Winthrop's hockey history is. I'm guessing it's okay. I have no idea. Maybe that's something we probably should have looked up, see what they did in the past. You know,
our crack research team has the week off.
No, I just know that you know, when you start getting to these higher rounds or lower rounds, whatever you want to call them, you tend to start running into some of the clubs that you see typically there, some of the towns that are there, Division 4 and things like that. You start seeing some of the regulars. So I can't recall seeing Winthrop at any of these games, but they obviously earned their spot here, and they are a talented team.
We did look it up during the break that their class size is smaller than Ashland's.
It is. Yeah, it's about 2/3.
Puck tied up in the corner, and the near boards kept in at the point by Kelly. If he hurries, he's got a shot. Throws it in on net through a crowd. Donahue makes the save. Reap tries to make a play in the corner, gets ridden off. And Winthrop throws it out to center ice. Again, a little physical activity there behind the puck at the boards. Dean Reap throws it in on net, gets knocked aside. Grimes forechecking again behind the net. Clockers trying to make something happen. They're down 4-0 with under 6 minutes to go in the second period.
They're opening it up a bit. I don't know if you noticed, it's a little bit different play that Ashland's doing right now. They're trying to open it up a little wider. But this is what will happen. You get some turnovers.
Right. Okay, make it 5-0. Kelly had made the play there. Was able to keep the puck loose in his skates, but again, it was just too much, too fast. As Winthrop puts the fifth one across the goal mouth.
Michael Holgerson.
So that's back-to-back goals for Holgerson.
And once again, it's too bad. You know, they're trying to open up, change up the play a little bit. They were having a little more success in the offensive zone. But when you start doing that, you kind of leave your defense a little bit open.
Right, you're gambling.
Yep, you're gambling a little bit. And it didn't pay off there, unfortunately.
Okay, well, Vikings hungry for more, keeping the pressure on here. They're up 5-0 with under 5.5 to go in the game in the second period. Donahue makes a play here for one of his defensemen. Clocker forechecking continues as they're doing anything at this point to just get on the board. Two players pinching in behind the net, trying to come out with it. Puck is loose in front, but only a Viking there to grab it. Kept in, and ref gets in on the body check action there. Vikings throw it in from center ice. Moriarty makes the catch on a soft fly ball. Play continues. He dumped it for Radica. Up ahead to Dan Abkunis. Another tough check there. Connors looked like he got hit hard. Jake Brown behind the net. Throws it out to center ice. Going to carry him all the way down. Donahue's going to make the play. They waved off icing. Vikings just happy to get it out of the zone right now. Enjoying that 5-0 lead. Clocker's trying to get control and do. Leroux passes back. Quick pass ahead now. Back to Jake Brown. Clock ticks down to about 4:10 left in the second period. He's some dangerous passes deep in the defensive zone, going back and forth across the net. Pass eludes Chase Garcia.
Yep.
Clocker's pinching in there on the far boards, but can't keep it in. Winthrop flying at center ice, gains the blue line, going right on in under heavy pressure. Good drop pass there. Moriarty makes the save. And clock stops with 3:49 to go in the second period.
I'm trying to do my calculations here. Winthrop might be running 4 attack lines, just for the record. That's going to gas out. I think Ashland's only running 2. And that just puts a lot of wear and tear on your guys.
And while we have a break, let's just say thanks to tonight's crew, Mackie Katob, making the big drive down here to Stoneham, helping us out. We appreciate it. So, our audio and video are all thanks to Mackie. 3:49 to go. We're back underway. Second period action. Moriarty makes the initial save. Quick draw there off the faceoff. Clock was able to gather, control, get out of the zone. Up ahead to center ice. Grimes trying to make a play on it. It's loose for a moment. Dean Reef just could not get a handle on it as he had an opportunity, just could not find space and the puck at the same time. Clockers again putting heavy pressure here on offense, but can't get the shot off. Dan Kelly skates back to pick it up. Winthrop again on the line change. 3:15 and counting to go in the second period. Kelly gains the blue line, showing a burst of his own speed. Rides off into the near corner. Centering pass.
That was a great play. He set him up nicely.
Another centering pass just trickles across the goal mouth. Grimes dives, trying to make the play.
Grimes almost had a deflection there for a goal. Just missed.
Right place, right time. Under 3 minutes to go now. Clockers trying to come out from behind their own net. Brown.
Winthrop's running their first line again here.
Yep. Here's Silverman. Grimes tries to give him a body check, bounces off. There's a quick shot on goal. Moriarty makes the save, steers it to the far corner. Kelly throws it to the near corner now. And
Kelly's got to be gassed.
Oh, yeah. It's a long shift. Grimes, too. Here's a centering pass. Shot. Score! Going to give that one to number 7, Phil Boncourt. His first goal of the night. 6th goal for the Vikings.
Ashland's tired. Ashland is tired. That was fresh legs that just came right off.
Yep.
Right off the bench.
No, I mean, we could see at least a couple players for the Clockers, kind of hunched over, just, out of gas. So make it 6-0 now as the Vikings have been pouring it on here in the second period. They had enjoyed a 2-0 lead at the end of the first. It's 6-0 now with just over 2 minutes to go in the second period.
And to Ashland's defense, this is not a game that they've had all year like this, where they've been outplayed this badly.
Right. Well, I mean, this is, again, easily the most talented team they faced all year, too. Moriarty makes the save here. 2:04 to go. Defensive zone faceoff coming up for the Clockers. And again, this is just a little bit surprising, Pete, right? Like, here's a stoppage, defensive zone. Winthrop has made some changes, but the Clockers are going to keep same personnel out there.
Correct.
Fitzsimons will take the draw for the Clockers. He's got Dean Reap against the boards. Reap has it at his skates. Fitzsimons now, both men trying to clear it out. Still tied up in the far corner. Now it comes out. Connors fans on the initial try. Cross-ice pass gets it out of the zone at least. Dumped right back in by the Vikings, and Bradica will gather in the near corner. Throws it blindly over to Garcia. Still not out. Bradica passes across to Dinsdale, who lifts it up to center ice. LaRoe could get called for a high stick. No whistle there. Here comes the Vikings again. Centering pass no good. LaRoe has it. Deeks behind his own net. Less than a minute and a half to go in the period. And here comes LaRoe building up speed across the blue line. Thought he was going to try a drop pass there. Wheeling and dealing into the corner. Nobody there to help him. He gets dumped. Centering pass blocked. Back into the corner. Diving attempt by LaRoe to keep it in. It is kept in.
LaRoe's putting it all out there right now.
Here's Fitzsimons behind the net. He gets dumped. Winthrop comes out from the corner. Kept in here by Brown. Fitzsimons couldn't connect on it. Winthrop finally able to clear the zone, and here's almost a breakaway. Shot sailed high. It was a high percentage shot. It's loose right around the net. Moriarty a little bit out of position.
Wow.
And gets caught. Another goal here for the Vikings, and make it 7-0. Right now, there's just nothing the Clockers can do to stop this juggernaut.
And they're really trying to work hard out here. Let's just, we gotta call it. What do they say? You gotta give them their due.
Where credit is due, absolutely. Yep. Okay, last 40 seconds of the second period. Tim Duane is centering this line. And here come the Vikings again, right over the blue line. Shot deflected wide over the net. Still loose. Clockers will come out with it. 27 seconds to go. Not out yet. Kelly is able to finally clear it. Dan Abkunis had it for a moment, and now Winthrop retreats to their own blue line. Pushing it ahead, Bradica has it now. Cross-ice pass to Kelly. 12 seconds to go in the period. Open ice hit on Connors. It was clean. Clockers able to force one further in. That was Abkunis again. And this is the last 4 seconds of the period. That'll do it. So, at the end of two, your Ashland Clockers in a big 7-0 hole against the Winthrop Vikings here in the Elite Eight game, the Division IV MIAA playoffs. You're watching Ashland Boys Hockey on WACA-TV. We'll see you back here for third period action. And welcome back to Ashland Boys Hockey on WACA-TV. I'm Josh Abrams. He's Pete Clay. We're glad to have you with us as we're watching the Clockers taking on the Winthrop Vikings in the Elite Eight of the MIAA Division IV hockey playoffs.
We're watching something.
If you just joined us, well, it's been a rough night for the Clockers. Down 2-0 after the first period, now down 7-0 as we begin the third. But again, tip your hat to the Clockers. They're working every which way they can, win the draw here. Again, it's been a terrific playoff ride for these Clockers. Coming in tonight, ranked number 24 in Division IV. Just 4 wins during the regular season, but 2 upsets here in the Division IV playoffs.
Ryan Abkunis just got, I think it was a tripping, so we're going to be quickly out of the gate. We're going to be on a power play.
So you're going to break up my narrative of the Clockers'
I am.
Terrific run through the playoffs with bad news about a quick Clocker penalty.
Yeah, plus I'm trying to figure out why the clock just is continually running. Maybe if there's a 7-goal deficit, they continue to clock, so I'm not sure where that's come from. So.
Okay.
If you're going to call in, we don't know the answer.
Calling in on the tape delays going to be a little difficult too, but that's okay. Minute 45 to go on the Clocker penalty. 14 minutes to go in the game. Clockers down 7-0. Winthrop continuing to fly. They have been showing their speed and size all night. Clockers have been having trouble keeping up. They got a little gas there toward the end of the second period.
Well, it's interesting. They're up 7-0, and they're putting out their first line against on a shorthanded when they're
on the power play. Yep.
Not a big fan of that, but that's all right. That's how they're going to play.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they can't really affect their number one seeding in the division. Clockers finally able to clear the zone. Just over a minute to go on the penalty to Abkunis. Clockers get some fresh bodies out there. Some good forechecking by Dean Reap. But here comes Winthrop right in on net. Moriarty sticks him aside. Puck is still loose behind the net. Dan Kelly battling for it. Puck heads into the near corner. Now coming out with it. Shot from a bad angle. Blocked aside by Moriarty. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Kept in at the point, thrown right back on Moriarty. Able to control that rebound. Loose there for a moment. Pete and I both kind of reacted to that, but...
Well, you know, I'm playing this game back through my head, and what I'm seeing here is I think they do understand where Shane is having a tough time with anything up high. That tends to be where almost every one of their goals has gone up high. So he's got everything down low, waist below, but they're picking the corners, they're picking the top, they're flipping it up high.
Yeah, no, it's interesting you mentioned that, Pete. We did see him miss what looked to be an easy save that was up high. It was up over, just over his head, right in the eyes, and deflected off his glove and off his helmet into the far corner. Here's a loose rebound. Moriarty scrambling to get back into position. The puck is still loose and finally frozen.
What a save. That was just, I mean, he's sprawling out there right now. He's doing the best he can to keep the floodgates closed, and he did everything he could there to cover that up.
Okay, and the Clockers successfully kill the penalty. It's off the board now as the clock for the third period continues to run under 12 minutes to go, even with the stoppage. Defensive zone faceoff here for the Clockers after the big save by Moriarty. That's Fitzsimons with the draw. The Clockers control it. Dan Kelly has it, brings it out to the far boards, sent out to center ice and deep into the Winthrop zone. LaRoe first man there for the Clockers. Fitzsimons now forechecking.
Chase into the corner there.
Left in the corner. Dinsdale pinching in along the near boards, kept in. But here come the Vikings again. Off to the races. Turned his defenseman. Dinsdale got turned the wrong way. And a Winthrop player went flying into the post, knocking it off its moorings. We're going to get a stoppage here.
Yeah, number 22 just lost an edge there and went right into the post, knocked the edge, knocked the net off. I can't get my words.
That's okay. Yeah. He's not the best color man in the business for nothing, folks.
That's right. You can dock my pay.
Fitzsimons will take the draw here for the Clockers as clock ticks down. Under 11 minutes to go in the third period. Clockers down by 7. Fitzsimons able to clear it, but right back to Winthrop, who dumps it right back on Moriarty. Jake Brown has it behind the net. Tries to get it out to Chase Garcia. Too far for him, and
couldn't pull it in.
Yep.
And it caused an icing.
Unforced error there. The icing call bring it all the way back in front of Moriarty on the far dot.
Well, the Winthrop fans are going a little old school down there with a wave.
Kunis wins the draw, but Winthrop controls the puck. Behind the net now, Clockers trying to get it out of the zone. Grimes gets it out ahead, and here's Reap. Dumps it off for Grimes into the corner. Grimes tried to get it back to Reap, couldn't do it. Reap controls on the far boards, but Winthrop able to cover it up and get it out to center ice. Almost a 2-on-0.
Chris Fagan.
Yeah, I was surprised. It's good to see Chris out there. I know he battled an injury for a good part of the season going down the stretch, but it's good to see him back out on the ice. I'm told all players on the roster healthy and in uniform on skates tonight. Under 9.5 to go in the game now. Here come the Vikings to center ice. They've got numbers. Shot on right into the breadbasket. Moriarty eats it up, makes the save.
And the clock continues to tick quick. This is going to be a quick third period, just to let you know, everybody. There's no stoppage in time. And I'm not going to lie, I bet Ashland's probably pretty happy about that.
Sure.
When you're down 7 goals, it's going to be tricky to dig out of that. I think they're just trying to foster something here, try to get something back, get 1 or 2 goals in. It'd be nice to see.
So again, it'll be sad to see the Clocker season end in this fashion, but it's been a heck of a playoff ride so far. Again, just 2 surprising upset wins over Medway and Martha's Vineyard to get to the Elite 8. Just the 3rd time in this program's history they've made it this far, Pete.
That's amazing. It's good to see.
So again, it's going to be an interesting change next season as this team is losing, I believe, 10 seniors.
Yeah, it's going to be quite a hit. And I don't know how many kids are coming up through.
Moriarty didn't read that quick enough.
What a nice save by Shane.
Another one through the goal mouth. Winthrop is just peppering the goalie right now.
They are.
So just under 8 minutes to go in the period. Winthrop pinching in and keeps the puck in the Clocker end. Dan Kelly cycles back to grab it, throws it ahead to Connors on the far side, off the boards and into center ice. And that's, at this point in the game, that's a success, Pete. Just clearing the zone at this point.
And I'll tell you, that was their 3rd or 4th line that just went out there to take some runs, give these guys a little bit of a break.
Sure. Moriarty makes another save there on the near side. So defensive zone faceoff for the Clockers. The Ashland student section making its presence felt here as the clock ticks down under 7.5 to go. So again, assuming things stay as they are with a win tonight here by Winthrop, they will play Dover Sherborne, who won earlier tonight against Sandwich 2-1. That game will take place at a to-be-determined location and time on this Saturday.
And I believe that was a big win for Dover Sherborne too. Sandwich was pretty highly ranked.
So now Dover Sherborne will have the pleasure of facing this top-seeded Winthrop Viking team. Get another stoppage here. We'll get a neutral zone face-off. Fitzsimons will take the draw. He's got Leroux on one side and Chase Garsha on the other. Winthrop gains the zone. Bradica trying to make a play there. Clockers will be able to come out with it here. Leroux, the nifty little move over center ice. Circling to get some fresh legs out there. Bradica heads off. Leroux still cycling. Dinsdale now loses control of the puck in his own zone. Gets back under control. Lifts it out to center ice. Fitzsimons battling at center ice, gets it ahead to Leroux. Leroux 1-on-2, trying to get onto the forehand shot. Blocked aside, never reached the net. Off into the corner, and here come the Vikings, just clearing out to center ice. This will be dumped in behind Moriarty. Reap comes out with it over the blue line. Dumps it ahead, but right onto a Winthrop stick. Back out to center ice. Clockers bringing 3 men into the offensive zone there, but Winthrop able to clear.
Yeah, they're putting it all out there.
Moriarty stops the puck behind the net. Winthrop continuing to forecheck aggressively with just over 5 minutes to go here in the game. Oh, there we go. There we go. Had a couple players getting tied up there along the boards.
Yeah, it's getting a little chippy. That's what's going to happen. It's still actually been a pretty clean game all in all.
Yeah, overall,
especially on a 7-0 game, you're bound to get a little frustrations out there.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I think it was Dinsdale who was getting tied up there. Might have taken an extra shot on the defender. The defender decided to grab hold of Dinsdale's stick on his way down to the ice, trying to draw a whistle there. It didn't happen. And finally, we see the Clockers make a late line change here to get some fresh bodies, but Winthrop wins the draw, can't get the shot off. Back to the point now. Winthrop comes out with it, trying to get a good angle. Shot never reaches the net. Second attempt, no good.
And again, I think we've got another young line out here.
Moriarty can't control that rebound, but Kelly able to pounce on it. On the far boards. Can't get it out of the zone. 4 minutes and counting to go. Fagan with the puck behind the net into the far corner. Cross ice pass ahead to Matt Fullen. Pass ends up on the stick of Dan Kelly, but he loses control. Regains control now. Ahead to Fullen, can't handle the puck at center ice. All the way down into the corner. Under 4 minutes to go now in the game. Winthrop with a break here. Nice bit of stick handling. Moriarty still trying to make the save. Just scrambling around.
Shane is playing his mind out right now. This has been, he's working his butt off right now.
He's done a really good job on some tough plays, coming out of the net, taking away the angle. Here's a slap shot from outside the blue line.
That's Dinsdale. Frustration shot, but that's okay. I don't blame him.
Okay, clock continues to tick down. We're about 3:20 and counting here. Both teams making some line changes. And an offensive zone faceoff here for the Clockers. It'll be Fitzsimons taking the draw, along with LaRoe and Garcia. Back at the points will be Dinsdale and Brown.
Yeah, for all these seniors this year, this is their last swan song here.
Yep.
I'm sure that's going to probably start playing in their heads in a little bit if they get another break in the action.
Okay, Fitzsimons is able to keep this puck in, and Clockers continuing to fight for every puck here, but just seemingly a step short every time. Puck tied up at center ice. LaRoe could have been called for boarding there. No whistle in the last 2.5 to go.
I think the refs want to go home.
Sure.
There was nothing really bad there. Just with a questionable push in the back.
Pete, I can definitely tell, you are definitely like a 70s Bruins fan.
No.
You're happy to let, that was a little love tap. That was nothing. That was no big deal.
What am I going to do?
Right.
This coming from a guy from Philly.
Oh, a shot whistles high over the net. That was LaRoe with a great opportunity. Clock under 2 minutes to go in the game now, and the puck out to center ice. Back into the Clockers zone. LaRoe trying to control the blue line. Strange blind pass back into his own zone.
Not quite sure what that was.
Fagan had to go back and get it. Now here's Reap back behind his own net. Puck works its way to center ice. And Winthrop dumps right back in. Reap has the puck. Under 1.5 minutes to go. Reap with an ill-advised centering pass cross ice. Somehow gets all the way over to his brother. Here's Grimes. His shot gets blocked aside. He'll follow it into the corner. Take a giant hit. He was giving up several inches and a couple dozen pounds. Clockers keep it in. Puck thrown into the near corner. Just over 1 minute to go in the game now as Clockers control at center ice. Quick pass attempt. Too far for Grimes. Jake Brown dumps it into the Winthrop zone. Here come the Vikings. Dumped all the way down behind the net. Reap will be the first one there. Blind pass backhanded to Grimes. Grimes lifts it up to center ice.
That's...
Okay, cross ice pass here for the Clockers out to center ice. A little too far there for Ryan Apkunis. Puck squirts all the way down into the Winthrop zone in the final 25 seconds of the game.
A little flop there by number 3 on Winthrop. Thought he was going to get a call right in front of the ref. But what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? Here comes Winthrop, 2-on-2 at center ice over the blue line. Shot way wide, long side. And we get a whistle.
Not quite sure what we got here.
Oh, there are your final seconds.
They're going to let it go.
Yep. So your final tonight, your Ashland Clockers fall 7-0 to the top-seeded Winthrop Vikings. The Vikings move on now from the Elite Eight into the Final Four. They'll take on Sandwich this Saturday. Make that Dover-Sherborne this Saturday.
Sherborne this Saturday, correct.
And the Clockers, again, a valiant effort. Terrific path through the playoffs, upsetting Medway and Martha's Vineyard in the past week to make it this far. Again, the furthest this is only the third time in program history that Ashland has made it to the Elite Eight, but they more than met their match tonight in the Winthrop Vikings.
They certainly did, and they put it all out there at the end, and it's going to be it's a tough night for some of the seniors to finish in that fashion, but I think they're all probably pretty happy that they got this far.
Absolutely. So, Pete, I want to thank you for joining me here tonight as well as throughout the regular season. We had a lot of fun calling these games.
It was fun
to watch. And, of course, all of you fans at home, whether you're watching live or on demand, we appreciate you as well. So For Peter Clay, I'm Josh Abrams saying thanks for watching Ashland Boys Hockey on WACA-TV.